Warning! Brightside Masks RPG contains content that is not suitable for younger audiences and might be triggering to some, including strong language, mild violence and gore, struggles with loss, medical experimentation, choking, and death, and/or dying. Please be careful, there's lots of ghosts and scary things in this episode. That being said, I hope that doesn't scare you off. Enjoy the show!
Miss Hoshio comes in. She reached peak tired a long time ago, so this is just kind of how she looks now. And you're just kind of used to that. You might have noticed on the chalkboard, apparently there's some sort of special announcement, and she wants you to put on your listening ears. Ah, good morning, class. It's another great Wednesday. I have your next assignment. I think you all will hopefully do better on this one. It has a pretty nice incentive. She gives at the podium. This school's so low budget they don't have a projector, so she printed out the PowerPoint she would have projected, and it's just like holding up the sheets up there, and it's like, the sheet reads, Brightside 2K, insert time here, fundraiser.
Oh,
and then
no.
she flips to the next slide, and she just starts monotone reading out the email that was sent out to all the teachers. She just printed it, and she's just reading it, and it's just every year at Brightside there is a fundraiser. Sometimes we do it for good causes, such as children injured by villainous events, or something of that nature. But this year they decided to do something a little different. If we raise enough funds with the fundraiser, we will be able to go on a class field trip to Red Flags.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody looks at each other like, ooh, like this is a nice incentive. Go to the theme park for the day.
Destroy some shit.
God. Michio turns to Satori like, why is everyone excited about Red Flags? They're not that exciting. And Satori's just like, I don't know! And they just sit there and they deal with it. Miss Hoshio flips the slide. Oh, this is the part where I have to ask. Alright, class poll. We have a list of things we can choose for, what we want to use for the fundraiser. You guys can vote on, if you want to sell chocolate bars, you want to sell comics, you want to sell baked goods, or if you guys want to do a car wash.
Sam raises his hand.
Yes. Sam?
Can I sell kittens?
She goes a little, like, ghost white at that, and it just, like, gives you a very concerned look, like, no, Sam, that's too much responsibility!
I do it all the time, though.
Oh my god.
I mean, I think an adoption could work.
I can confirm he does this all the time. Miss Gio raises his hand. Miss Hoshio looks so confused at this.
I can give you one if you'll pay.
she's like shakes her head. She's like, no kittens. This is what they require. This is what Principal Virtue wants us to do. So everybody can just raise their hand as to what they would like to do. Or if you do have any suggestions, you could let me know. But we're not doing live animals.
Sam like not like hard, but like just sort of like bangs his hand against us like darn.
Car wash sounds fun, but like I think half the kids in this class would just destroy the car on site.
Literally.
But wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun, but like at the same time,
it's like half a beach day. You get to dress up in like almost beachwear kind of thing.
God.
So
does anybody have powers that would work for a car wash?
Caspian would be your man.
Yeah, no, Amari is like scamming the classroom.
Frey
would, the classroom.
I mean, useful, like get a big chamois. He could dry him
oh
off.
Oh my god, he could! A giant towel! Dude,
and Sam and Miranda can like lift up the cars so you can clean underneath them.
Oh my god! So, I'm hearing car wash.
Nuby can just improve their cars on the spot and be like, that'll be $200.
Yep.
It's like you make them all into rockets so they can fly, and he's just like...
They all become Teslas afterwards, so they're just able to like drive themselves.
They're self-driving cars.
Oh my god.
Nuby, what do you want?
We can do car wash.
Toby, what do you want?
I have a feeling introducing people around here to sugar is probably a bad idea, and comics, it's too close to home, so a car wash.
Oliver.
Car wash.
And Sam.
Wait.
Car wash.
Okay, sorry.
Car wash.
Oliver wants the car wash, but he votes for the comics because he knows that Frey is going to be useful at the car wash, and it'll make it more convincing if he doesn't vote for the car wash.
Ah, I see. Smart man. fun. So she does the ridiculous thing of like, raise your hand if you vote for this. And like, she writes it on the board, the tallies go up. And yeah, car wash wins by a landslide. Most of the class cheers. There's a few that are like, aw. Okay, guys, it's a savior test. Everybody give me a roll plus savior.
Roll plus
boy.
savior.
Finally.
Oh god.
You
Here's
said
the rule.
Okay, cool. I got
You said savior?
Savior.
Come on, bud.
Ooh.
Oh my god! Amari!
Ooh, Nuby!
Oh!
Small ones.
At least I get to mark potential, and I finally get something.
Damn,
Good
Toby! Holy shit!
Toby! Toby, my boy!
He's the car wash god!
god.
Sam has a
God.
9, Amari has a 1, Nuby has a 6, Oliver has an 8, and Toby has a 12. So on a miss, you choose to not participate and have fun doing something for yourself. Mark potential, mark a condition, and fail the test. On a 7 to 9, you meet your personal goal and pass the test. You mark potential and clear a condition. And then on 10 plus, you are amongst the top performers in class, helping them surpass the stretch goal, mark potential, clear condition, and gain influence over those who failed. Mari and Nuby, you get to mark potential and mark a condition. You're gonna fail the test, but guess what? You're gonna have fun doing something else for yourself. If you guys go to the reef and you do some hero shit, maybe you guys like legit save the day.
Ooh.
Amari drags Nuby there to repent for his sins.
Oh my god.
Yeah, repent for your sins.
Sam,
Squirrel.
Oliver, and Sam. Mark potential
sucks, 'cause I
and
was
clear a
one off.
condition.
Oh no, I don't have any conditions to clear.
Well,
Whoops.
then
No
you're
idea.
great. You're thriving. Wonderful. That's good.
We're both
Excellent.
thriving.
I'm still getting good grades in school.
Yay!
Same.
And Toby, with the 10 plus, you are gonna be like one of the top performers in the class. You're gonna mark potential, clear condition, and gain influence over those who failed. So
Oh.
Amari and Nuby are gonna have to give influence to you.
Damn, alright, cool.
Just so impressed by your car washing skills.
Best explanation I can give for that is that Amari is dragging off Nuby and is like covering for them in a sense. Not really, but
I brought
Right?
Amari
Is
with me.
this-
This is definitely an honor.
You could just illusion that they're there.
Yeah.
That's how they have
You
to
could
give
all
influence to
there.
you. Oh my god.
shift the labels.
Well, because you snuck off, I think I'll give you +1 danger and -1 savior.
Ah, you just barely spared me.
Yay!
Oh my god!
Sam walks up and he's like mumbling to himself, "This is gonna be uncomfortable." Hi, Nuby.
Oh. Hi, Sam.
Look, I'm really sorry about earlier. That was really sudden, and I probably should have, brought up to you in private rather than, collectively. And I do feel bad about that. And especially after you did help me with my situation, I should have
Yeah.
trusted you more.
Yeah, your little ghost friend. How is he doing, by the way?
The ghost friend I was able to talk to, or at least one of them, told me I need to avenge their death. And they told me who that was. And then Sam thinks for a second. Is like, I'm going to share something with you that maybe will show that I really do want us to be closer and to be friends, because I don't want to leave any of this knowing that I made enemies or did wrong in a sense. So the man I'm looking for, it's a man by the name of Emerge.
Ambridge.
Yeah, if you ever hear anything about him, let me know. To give you a bit of a backstory, because I feel like you at least deserve that. I was a bit of a test subject, as it were. I was kind of sought and kind of brought in to hold something really powerful within myself, and Emerge is the person who put it inside me and also killed my dog. And so he's the leader of this really dangerous cult. And I'm not 100% sure what they're up to or what they plan to do with what they've put inside me. But I do know I need to stop them. If you know anything that could help, because I know that you're super smart, if you come across anything like that, just let me know.
With the information that was given to Nuby did think a little bit. Looking back to some of his trackers on the flare, he was curious about the suspicious activity that was going around in Sam's place. Interesting. That does explain some of the suspicious activity that's going around outside of the classroom.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, another thing about the flare is that it does try and track everything that is surrounding the person and what is going on. I will say there are some weird sensors going around every time at night around your house. So you may want to look into that.
Okay, I will. So, last question between you and me. Do you think there's hope for me?
I'm not the one that knows how to make bold predictions, but I think there should be a chance. But it's a chance that we're all gonna have to be willing to take, no?
Aw, Nuby, roll comfort or support.
Oh god.
You be
I'm
helping
pretty
him
sure it's
out.
hella low, right?
Hashtag
Alright.
save
And-
Sam.
Save Sam.
Save Sam.
Sad Sam no more. There's the thing of like, share vulnerability or weakness of someone, and ask if they honestly think there's hope for you.
Mm-hmm.
If they say yes, which you pretty well did,
That was
it's like,
yes.
mark potential or clear one box on your Doom tracker.
Do
If
it!
they say no, mark a condition or mark one on your Doom tracker. So it's like, still, even if he failed,
It's fine.
he still
We still-
said yes.
Yes, it's fine. Bushio heard everything y'all just said, and he's not okay.
Oh.
Oh.
He definitely visibly appears to be shaken up. He looks pretty damn betrayed right now because he gave you direct instructions and you just completely and utterly disobeyed them. So, do you have influence over him?
I did. I
Yep.
feel like it's gone now.
It's gone now. He's not saying anything to you, but you can see it.
I can feel it
You can
burning
probably feel
in
it.
the back of my head. And then Nuby also write down the influence over me.
Just noticing this real quick, I'm like, hey Sam, yo, dude, can you come with me for a sec? Can we move over here? a little
Okay,
bit?
where do you want to go?
Yo, back here, real quick. Just
I will say, as they are walking away, Nuby does look at Musio, and he does give a stern look because of what he learned.
Yeah, I was just giving you a look of just like he's
Kill him!
actively, yeah, he's actively
Kill him!
restraining himself.
Mari saw the cat and like started following the cat because they were weirded out by the fact that the cat like was by Nuby and then wasn't by Sam. Mari can overhear this. Hee.
Ooh, okay.
okay, so I remember you saying that you can mess with people's memories and stuff. or
Is this
manipulate.
some kind of favor you're trying to ask me?
Not quite.
Okay.
Not quite.
Yikes.
I mean, like, we have each other's backs for this stuff all the time. Don't get me wrong. That will be a thing. But are you always in control of that power?
I've only ever used it a few amount of times, and
But you do it on your
mostly
cats,
on
right?
cats, and
Yeah. Okay. So legit, it's just a real quick question. So I remember just wanting to go to the warehouse, and I know I brought Lucid along. How do I say this? Okay. So Lucid is a crackhead.
You were at the where? When?
I was in Lucid's body because that was their power that day. They body swapped with me, and then actually, as it turns out, they ran off to go do crimes with my body.
Sam turns even slightly paler.
So I'm just asking, because I don't remember. I remember getting in there, and I remember having a conversation with Lucid's pet dragon thing, and I know that Connor was with me, but we were in there. And then we walked a little bit. We just hung out a little bit, and I saw your cats and stuff. By the way, is that where you live?
Yeah,
Just
yeah. I lived there, yeah, with a bunch of cats. All were kind of investigating topics on each other. I'll be honest with you if you promise be honest with me.
Yes, sir.
When we went over to your apartment, you knew the kill switch was your neighbor. We fought against him, but even then, you mentioned it was Kill Switch's apartment. But then, when we went down into the lair, that was Enigma. So, did you just not know that it was actually Enigma? Was it just a lucky guess that your next door neighbor was a villain? And why wouldn't you have reported the fact that the guy who was next door to you was the one who tried to steal the artifact that we were protecting? What I'm getting at here is I feel like we both have things we'd rather not divulge or get into. Unless you want to be truthful with me, I don't know if I can be truthful with you.
I will tell you that I had no idea that I was down there, and I had no idea that Enigma would show up. That was all genuine surprise. I think Killswitch and Enigma are partners just because in comics and stuff, they've been seen like doing similar schemes and stuff. I don't know if you read comics or like that. So. I think they're connected, which is why he would have shown up there. And
But like,
if I may,
why did you know that that was his apartment? And even knowing that, don't you think you should have done something about it rather than invite friends over to invade it?
I'm afraid that if I do anything about it, they're gonna know it's me because he's been. They I guess, have been there for a while. You literally saw those cameras and stuff. Like if I turned up and I told any hero anything, it'd be my head on the line, and I'm really scared of them. I'll be real. It's not a heroic thing to do. It's kind of like it's just an uneasy peace between me and a fucking supervillain next door that I haven't reported them.
I mean,
just because I'm scared.
So then what's your plan from here then? Because if you are really scared, I understand that. And if you really are truly scared and you need someplace to go, my door is always open. Right now, I'm worried for you because if you saw that they had cameras in your apartment, and if they knew, they've seen your face, they know who you are. If they know that, you live next door, are you really safe where you live right now?
I'm safe in that I'm not dead right now.
But
because
if they live right next door, shouldn't you be on the run finding someplace else to live?
I'm worried about you because you sleep in a fucking warehouse. Shouldn't you get like a house?
But not next to super villains.
If I do anything,
there's a distinction here.
They're going to know. The fact is that they keep tabs on me because I'm the next door neighbor. Maybe they do it to the other person down the hall too. I don't know. And I'm just afraid
Shouldn't
to
you contact your landlord? Let them know you're being spied on.
If I fuck this up, people could end up hurt. People could end up dead. I'm not willing to be responsible for that. I'm sorry that I brought you down there again. I'm sorry that it turned out to be an entire situation, but please don't disrupt what I have right now because it can go downhill so very fast. I'll figure it out. I'll lie my way out of it or some shit. I don't know. I'll get heroes involved when I have to, but for now, I just need it to stay this way because that's the only way I know is stable.
Okay. If you want to know what happened,
just spit it out. Just tell me honestly, real quick. Did you wipe my memory or not? It's okay if you did. I understand that something must have gotten you to that point if you turned on us because you're the one who proposed to us and you haven't wanted to hurt us this entire time. We're the ones distrusting Nuby. So it's okay. Legit, it's okay if you did. I just need to have an answer because it keeps me up at night.
I didn't want to.
So that can happen even if you don't want to. So you have like a separate entity in your head.
I worry that the more I talk about what goes on with me, the worse things are gonna get. I
can certainly feel
enough control over this. I can keep it at bay, but there are certain times and certain things that happen that I can't. Okay, and so Sam just put his hand on Tobe and give him back the memories he took with his powers.
Wait, legit?
Whoa. Yeah. Okay, unleash your powers then. Roll for me.
We'll see how this goes.
Oh no. Hey.
9.
Unstable or temporary, you say?
Yeah, you can pick that option or you can mark a condition.
I'm gonna mark a condition.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
I think guilty makes most sense.
Yeah.
So he puts his hand on Tobe and goes through his memories and takes the memories that Sam has from that evening and puts them into Toby's vision. So you see, the whole thing of the prized possession falling in the pool thanks to Connor, and then Sam getting angry and then knocking Connor unconscious by taking his life force, and then you see Day jump into his brain, and then he also shows, because it's coming from Sam's mind, you get to see Tobe gets to see that conversation Day had with the Tarquin. So it gives a little bit more context, hopefully. And then the thing with the Tarquin tells him to, erase all their memories and whatnot. So everything from Sam's perspective has just been put into Toby's brain.
Whoa. Oh, damn. You can give them back too? That's
Yeah.
also crazy. Oh my god, dude. You got some weird power up in there.
I
So okay,
do, and I'm sorry.
No, dude, look. Okay, this proves it. Okay, I'm sorry I was suspicious this whole time. This is not I admit I'm kind of afraid of your power. I'll admit I'm kind of afraid of your power. But let's be real here. We're both basically hostages to our own situation at the moment, and both of us kind of need to have each other's backs, of course, because we don't know where it goes from here if things fall apart. That's really, it's called the Tarquin. We all lose control of our powers. You saw Amari back there too. And that's obviously emotionally distressing. It all makes sense now. I don't feel worse about you because of it. I mean, just seeing the evil you have to live with and stuff, it also gives me more perspective on it. Like that's something we gotta fight eventually. I don't know what to do about that, but I'm sure we can figure it out.
Do you think there's hope for me? Honestly?
I think there's hope for everyone, man, and that includes you. With all these powers you've been gifted and the fact that you're around now and you're trying to make things better before you go really shows that there is hope for you because you're making your own hope. Let's get through this and we'll be on with each other and
held up a hand for fist
we're good,
bump.
man.
We good?
We good. I fist bump.
Yeah.
Oh!
Have some influence.
Oh!
And you too, because ask that question so I can mark off a Dune tracker, is because one of the things that triggers it is talking about it openly. And so I'm like, okay, so clearly I need to cancel that out.
Amari was just eavesdropping.
Oliver was ranting to Amari during that conversation about the Dr. Cosmo cosplay he's working on, which I don't think Amari was actually listening to.
I feel like Amari is able to professionally tune out any conversation about specifically Dr. Cosmo.
Yep.
And that's
Mid-conversation, talking to Amari. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you with all this about Dr. Cosmo. I know that's not like...
It's alright,
your thing.
I already know
sorry.
pretty much everything there is to know about Dr. Cosmo at this point. I heard what you said, you're doing a cosplay? Yeah.
It's mostly finished. I'm having trouble with the helmet. It's kind of a lot.
Well, yeah, I mean, since I'm gonna be in the cosplay club, I guess I could try and help you with that, even though I'm not super good at cosplay in particular.
Alright.
Hey, I'm in cosplay club now too, and like, you're doing Dr. Cosmo?
Yeah, I am. I'm kind of excited for it, actually. I haven't really been posting anything about it, just because I wanted this one to be, kind of a surprise.
You have, an account?
On my,
Yeah, you have a social media?
I've got a Mediagram account. I think my only 2 followers are my mom and, Kifa now. Oh, no, there's 3. Sorry, I forgot my, date friend.
Miranda gives you a ooh look, and then she's just make it 4, and she freaking follows you.
Thanks.
Wow, your stuff's really good though.
Amari doesn't have left their phone at their desk, so they're just peering over to Miranda's phone.
That's really cool. I mean,
I mean, you've got a talent for it apparently.
Yeah, you know how long it took me just to make this? But she shows off her outfit. It's pretty much the classic soldier. She's wearing armor that she very clearly made herself. It is very dented and not great, but you can tell that she put a lot of work into it. Yeah, it was crazy. I had to ask my dad to use his tools, and he thought that was weird, and I had to go outside, and I was beating metal and being aggressive and being weird. Parents were just cool with that, and I was cool, because
can relate.
I tried to use tools, but my powers are just it just kind of got out of hand, and I just had to end up bending it by hand, and I kind of messed it up. But it's fine. I think it turned out okay.
Holy crap! You've been told that in this shape by hand?
My powers are super strength.
Sorry, I guess I never actually asked what your powers were.
Yeah, I'm just very, very strong. You can imagine how hard it is to crack an egg for me. It's taken a while to get it under control, and I'm doing great, but there are some times where if you give me a mallet and some metal, I might mess it up.
I don't really do a lot of like forge, like metal stuff. I mostly do like fabric, I guess.
Which is awesome. And like it looks so legit, and it's just fabric, and that's most superhero costumes, so that sounds like the forte.
You're coming to cosplay club, right? So that's cool.
I've never been a part of a club, but like I've always wanted to be, and I'm like, I've been like kicking myself, like, come on, join a club, Miranda, and like, oh, now I get to join one. And, like, I didn't have to awkwardly jut in and like make myself join. It was like nice to be offered, so like I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, the more the merrier, right?
I feel like I just really need some friends. I love the people that were at my facility and all, but you guys are really cool.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, thanks. Well, yeah, I guess we'll see you there. Amari's gonna exit this conversation now. They have a headache.
Oh.
Probably literally leave like at the moment we were just like patting each other on the back, like, no, it's okay, we got it, man.
Oh my god. They're still gonna ask you about it later, but like, God.
But bye.
Okay, bye. I guess I'll leave now. And she just sort of
I mean, unless you wanted to talk some more. I mean,
sure.
Oh, hey, I should show you. He's ripping out his sketchbook, and flipping through it. And he's like, "Oh, they gave me this. Look!" And he's holding up the autograph.
Oh my god! Is that authentic?
Yes. I mean, I don't have a certificate of authentication, I guess. So I suppose it's not like authentic, but I trust that it's authentic.
This like sparkly paper. Oh, that's so cute.
Right? Like, that's so adorable.
I love her. She's so mysterious because, like, you know, outer space stuff. And,
right?
Like,
that's what I
all
always
scary
say.
and
Like
stuff, but like, no, like this just proves that she's soft. Okay, major life goal though is to like give her my autograph someday.
Right? That's what I literally just said that earlier. Holy crap.
You want to be a hero?
Oh, I don't have any powers.
Well, that doesn't really mean a lot.
But I mean,
there are some heroes out there that don't have powers and they still get by really well, and they'd still make a difference. I mean, I feel like not having powers should stop you from being a hero. Like, whether or not my experiment went well, I was still gonna at least try. At least.
I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll get picked up by some government agent and they'll give me superpowers.
I mean, if you need one, I have one on call. She says kind of like, eh.
I think I'll pass.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. I don't suggest it unless,
I don't like needles at all.
It's not for everyone, but like, hey, don't beat yourself up. You can be a hero without powers. Raven's looking at you from like listening to all this bullshit. And she's just like, she says very quietly like, yeah, unless you want to die not having powers. Miranda gives her a stern look like,
I know I've been giving this out like fucking candy today.
oh my god.
Robin gets influence over me, definitely.
Yay! I think she's gonna give you influence too, because you invited her. And she didn't have to do that, and that made her awkward.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like evening, and you're walking home, and you decide, I'm gonna make a stop here. Your feet bring you to the graveyard. You just follow them, and this is where you end up.
Yeah, they end up in the graveyard. It's kind of strange to them because as everything was going down back at the apartment when they first kind of felt their powers essentially leave them, the world went like way quieter than it usually is. Because normally they're like, well, okay, there are spirits everywhere that are always making noise, and then that just went away after that whole situation, and now they've got it back. They're just kind of like, the graveyard is probably the best place for seeing whether or not you have ghost sighting powers back or not. I've never been to this specific graveyard before, so they just kind of step in, and I think they're gonna extend their senses and make a roll. So can I roll freak really quick?
Yeah, go for it. Oh, yikes.
Nice. God damn it. Their powers they're trying to like slowly return, and it's weird because now they can hear voices, but like they can't see shit. That's kind of spooky.
Yeah.
They keep walking around, and like as they hear like specific voices speak up, they kind of like turn in that direction to see if they can like make out any kinds of figures or anything. But like, no, it's for now at least they can't see what's making the noise, and kind of let out like a frustrated like kind of huff. Why? Is it gonna stay this way? Is it gonna everything a lot harder? Jeez. Kind of continue until they reach like this little.
It's like
a gazebo.
Yeah, it's like a gazebo.
Sit down. You're gonna listen in actually a little bit closer, one more time to see if they can hear any of one specific voice. Can I make a roll for that?
Yeah. Damn! Yeah, this is quite the scene. Definitely straight up out of like superhero movie sort of thing. Hazily going across this graveyard, you sort of sit down on the steps and like furrow your brow, angrily just listening to all these voices, but nothing makes sense, and it just keeps getting louder and more confusing, and you just finally close your eyes. And when you open them back up, they're right there, like they've never left you, and you just hear like the voice you've needed to hear for so long, and he just sort of says, "I was wondering when you'd get here."
They like jump for a minute, then they like look around like they still can't see the ghost, but they can hear it. Where are you? Where are you? Where?
Been here the
You're
whole time. I knew you'd come looking for me.
Wait. Why are you here now? What? You're trying to process, like, a lot of things right now. Like, they kind of stand up and, like, continue, like, looking around, but they eventually, like, stop right here and just, like, you're here. Okay, where? You said you've been here the whole time. Why? What? Why didn't you come to find me?
You can't see it, but you can probably feel the tense pause. Well, trying to teach you something.
Alright, well, this changes a lot. I don't have to go looking for you anymore. Jeez. They kind of, like, hold their head in their hands for, like, a second. Oh, man. I have way too much to tell you. So much has happened. So much has happened. You know, what? You eventually found me here.
You found me here.
I need a minute. Amari sits down and just like breathes.
Yeah.
Breathes in and out.
I imagine Mari's not having a good time right now.
Yeah, no, they really want to just like literally see the person being there. What do I do now? There's a lot that's happened. God, there's so much to fill you in on. So many things. See, I could see ghosts. I could see you. I can't see you right now, but you weren't there when it happened. But now I can communicate with people. I can communicate with you, and you're back now, and I guess that's really all that matters. Can I show you to my home, my house now, or can you move from here? Are you bound anywhere in here? I can see if I can do something about.
He's chuckling at the amount of panic you were like frantically going about. Always in a rush, aren't we?
I mean, gotta be.
Always so ambitious. Need to learn to slow down a little. I've got my own mission trying to accomplish.
What? Well, I can help you do it. I think I should be able to, like, ask my parents. They kind of like grimace a little bit. Like, it's weird for like them to be saying that to what was essentially once their parents. So they're just I can see if I can get help. I have siblings now. I have friends. We can whatever you're doing. I want to help. I don't know what it is, but can you tell me?
He's chuckling again because you're just going off, and he sort of chuckles.
Yeah.
And like you can't feel it or see it, but he definitely puts his hand on your shoulder and is just like shaking his head with a smile. This is not something you can help me with.
Why not? I can see ghosts now.
You wouldn't have the slightest where to start.
and neither do I. It's a journey, a quest, a mission. It's my responsibility.
It's your responsibility. What? I thought mine were yours. Like, we got through things together all the time, right? Like, back before everything happened, we did what we could, and I wanted to be there for you, but I couldn't, so I feel like I owe you something now, so just tell me. I promise. I'll do my best to help in whatever way I can. I know it might be hard to start off, but we gotta start somewhere, right? They're like kind of pacing about, like, trying to be like determined about it, but they're really confused mostly.
Yeah, I was just sort of watching you in like a doting way. And it's just sort of looking up at the sky. You can't really see.
You know, when I've got my mind set on something, I intend on following through to the very end.
So, gotta go again. Amari, like, loses any enthusiasm they had, and, like, the same tired look that they had when they got here kind of reappears, and they're just like...
You'll know where to find me. You'll know when to find me. I'm not gonna be here forever, and I've told you that.
We're supposed to be here longer, though. I could have done something. I could have...
It ain't your fault.
I wasn't ready. This is the first time I'm talking to you in what? I don't know. How many years? I felt like I was crazy for keeping your memory alive.
Mari, let me ask you something. Would you, any day, if it hadn't happened when it did, when would you be ready? Never, right? You're never gonna be ready. You just gotta learn that, and I might have to teach you that the hard way.
They look frustrated. What is there to teach me?
Taught you everything else.
Keep doing that. You're right here. But you're gonna go again. And I'm not gonna have anyone else to do that.
You just said you have so much now.
I do, but they're not you.
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they'll teach you something new. I've kind of been using the same old tricks on you. You're gonna catch on eventually.
Fine, I'm gonna come back here at some point, and you better be here, okay? There's so much I need to tell you. So much has happened, and I don't know where to start, what I'm supposed to be doing.
Wait for the right moment to take the smallest steps, and you wait for the most perfect times to do things, and you're holding yourself back. You gotta stop waiting. You gotta start walking. You gotta start running. You gotta start spreading those wings. You can't wait on me forever.
Stand up. They're super hesitant to, like, leave because they're suspecting that they might not ever have this chance again. But they start going home.
And he just watches you. Lets you go.
Kind of, like, angrily closes the door behind them. Just, like, they're mad. They're not having a great time. They, like, kind of look around. They kind of, like, shout, "I'm home! I'll get dinner later. I'm not hungry right now."
Hear your mom, like, coming to the door, catching that tone, and then being like, "Oh, alright, it's in the fridge for you."
They start heading upstairs.
You hear, like, as soon as you walked in, the dishes being, like, obnoxiously thrown and, like, hastily thrown away. Because it's apparent Nico's trying to get to you, but it's just, like, dishes! And it's just, like, rampaging through them, and you're just like, oh my god. Like, it becomes more and more apparent how loud it is. And then eventually you hear the footsteps, and Nico just swings around the corner, like, hands still covered in soap, and is like, "Ah! God! Amari!
Whoa!
You good, man?"
Hard question to answer right now. I'll get back to you later. They try.
Is it superhero stuff?
No. Well, yes and no. God, a lot's happened. I'm tired. I'm really tired. One of my friends got me wrapped up in, like, this whole villain thing, and it's like...
They're sparkling. Their eyes are just
stars.
No.
Amari's, like, trying to, like...
What villain? You survived?
Yeah.
That's so cool. But
well,
it's still
stressful. I get it. Like,
Right,
if you
right.
need to talk, I just finished the dishes, like, in a record time. Not to brag, but...
Good job setting the new world record, but, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's been a lot. I need to really, like, talk about it so that I can kind of remember myself. You know where Cam is?
No, but I know there's one really easy way to get her attention. Go opens her door, and just the sound of her door opening, she's like, "Get out of my room!" And, like, you can hear her, like, coming.
Hey, Cam.
What are you
How's it going?
Breaking into my room? No,
Yeah,
just getting your attention. Duh.
Yeah, you wouldn't have come off your phone anyways. But, something happened, and I kind of want to talk to you two about it. I feel like you might not, like, pay attention or care or understand, but if you want to hear it, it's up to you. I'm tired. I need to sleep after this.
Yeah, you look like get by a bus. Like, no offense, but dang. Yeah, I will
Which room
permit
should we
you
go
to
into
come into my room if you like. I have the big bed. She just, like, flops down on it, moves her laptop and stuff, and just, like, Nico's always like, "Ugh, it's so pink! Ugh, don't throw up on my bed. No promises!"
Yeah, I was about to say no promises for that one. I won't. Amari's like sighs and like kind of takes the end of the bed and like for like a second considers literally just falling over and like sleeping, but like this is Cameron's room.
Oh.
You're not gonna do that. Okay, so I don't think you've met my classmates yet, but I have 4 people on my team. No, 5 people on my team. They're like squinting and like kind of trying to remember which one it was. Like, one of my teammates, his name is Tobe. He asked me to help him with a mission because one of our other teammates, frankly, like asking for villain tech because Tobe owed them a favor or whatever.
Dang, y'all got
I don't
blackmail
get it.
over there? That's pretty savage.
Yeah, I know.
Cameron
didn't
seems actually
expect
intrigued by that. Alarmingly.
I didn't expect there to be so much like blackmail in like a city where a bunch of superpowered people just punch each other, but you know what? Toby's a good friend of mine and I wanted to help out, but there was another classmate that I had that messed with my memories and they like kind of
What?
yeah, wasn't fun because he did it without my permission and
What? Nico looks
He went
so
on-
worried. So, like, do you have memories of, like, anything? Like,
no,
what?
I do. I think that I stopped it before it like made any lasting damage. They like
God!
they seem frustrated, but
You have to be so careful. I've studied a few things, and, like, some aliens have that power, and, like, they don't even really know how to control it, and it's just... I'd be careful.
yeah. So he was on the mission as well. It was just the 3 of us. We went to go sneak into this villain's base? Question mark? To get the tech that Toby needed. Went into the base and got discovered by a villain. And they
What? You guys survived? That would make sense, because the only way Enigma could really be beat is by people who have strong mental capabilities and stuff, and, like, you're really smart, and if that kid who had memory powers, like, was there, then, like, okay, so, like, y'all had a pretty good advantage, it sounds like, just from my villain knowledge, which, is not alarming at all. I just know it so we can, I don't know, maybe, like, beat them if we had to.
things got bad, and I kinda maybe sorta lost it a little. And I think I ended up maybe hurting one of my classmates. There was a lot going on, and Enigma was doing his weird fucking villain bullshit. I was really scared. Amari's like, kind of neglecting to mention the thing that like led to that, which literally seeing their brother be strangled, and every time they're kind of trying to Nico's gaze right now. Got out of there as quickly as we could. Sam turned out to be not as bad, even though he did mess with my memories. I mean, I told him I wouldn't forgive him, but at least he was making a start to do something. And right after that, remember when I came home after that one reef trip and I was also really messed up?
Yeah. This is like a common theme. Maybe you shouldn't go out.
Nika says worriedly. Cameron's just sort of like rolls her eyes like, can't just like be a hermit forever. Plus like, you've got very obvious, very strong powers. Like, if you don't go and find trouble, trouble's gonna find you. I don't even have to be like into heroes and stuff to know that.
When we were there at that time, all three of us, just sitting at the table, he told me he had some part of the artifact, and so did Toby, and so did I. And we had all of them. And Sam, to make it up to me, made the artifact whole again.
No. You guys broke up. Nico looks like they can't possibly find the words to say what they want to say, but like, they like errored, like, big fat error, like, he just, hold on, he broke a, it's blue, right?
Yeah.
A spirit gem! He just crushed a
what?
spirit gem in his friggin' bare hands? And then he fixed it? What? Is this guy like a demigod or something?
He's a metahuman.
Crap! I forget how strong you guys actually are. So like, here's the thing. I've kind of like only has like a few of those, and like they're very unstable. Like how did
more of them? Amari looks confused.
I just realized I'm probably not supposed to say this. But like, yeah, you guys are failing. It's fine. It's like a whole study right now. They're like trying to figure out like where they came from. Obviously they came from space, but like I was doing my own research on it because like gemstones from space sounds like my thing. I didn't even know they were real. Like I really thought like it was just like kind of like a myth or like a story or like, I don't know.
Finding out more and more the time that I spend in the city that things that you thought were myths might just be true anyways.
And that's the coolest part about science! Nico looks so happy, and Cameron's just like, you take science and, like, fantasy and just make this amalgamation in your mind of something that is just Nico. This is why I like plants. Anyway, Nico, this is Amari's story vent time. You can talk about your weird alien rocks later. I'm just very curious as to how somebody fixed one.
So yeah, after that, it ended up draining my powers away. It's just gone in a freaking instant. Well, we eventually got them back because we had to freaking travel back to Reef and like give them the thing back and say, hey, can you please make me not dead anymore?
You're okay now, right?
That's the thing. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it. So the reason I was back late is because I went to go see if it was still working. If, like, I could still see ghosts. I couldn't see them. I could only hear them. So something's broken.
I mean, I'm not a doctor yet, but I'm pretty sure you probably just need sleep. If you, like, overexerted yourself and then lost all your powers right after and then got them all back in, like, the same day, I mean, yeah, stuff's probably gonna be broken. So, like,
rubbing their forehead.
You touched the spirit gem, and then your powers went away.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wouldn't touch another one if I were you. Just...
They're trying so hard to focus right now. They're, like, so surprised.
Murray, do you want to go, like,
yeah, no,
rest?
that was all. A lot happened, and I needed to tell someone. Sorry, it had to be you guys.
What? No, that's, like, what we're here for. Like, we're in this together. And Nico, if you want, you can rant to me about these gems, and like, I probably won't know very much, but like, maybe we can like look together thing. Okay, we're like your sidekicks, and we're gonna do the research while you rest and get strong. We'll have all the information when you wake up. We have the power of the internet, which is always reliable. Cameron's shaking her head.
Thank you. Marty gets off the bed. It's like a hobbling back towards the room.
I heard y'all like cliffhangers, so Toby's gonna be fine, I promise. You're still like in your apartment despite Sam's warnings, and you're snoozing. You got your camel. Everything's fine. You managed to tidy up your room. You did the basketball hoop with your laundry. Everything seems fine.
Everything seems fine.
Until you hear the sliding glass doors open from your patio. You swore you locked them, but apparently you didn't. Something enters your apartment! So this person is looking around your room. Picks up the newspaper and just nods. Takes the newspaper.
Yo.
They're definitely looking around, snatching a few things.
Alright, it's time to unleash my powers because
great!
there's a strange human in my
It's
house.
totally.
It's time to did it.
I kind of just groggily wake up and I'm like, alright, one sec, Carl. There's someone here. That's who the fuck? Oh shit, someone. He grabbed the new. Okay. Enigma's home. I want to see if I can do just like make Enigma walk out of my room.
If you want. Roll to unleash your powers.
Oh god.
So, you can mark a condition, or I'll tell you how it's unstable or temporary.
I mean, it'll probably be temporary. I just woke up. I'm like,
okay. So, yeah. You managed to make a very convincing enigma. Problem is, it can't speak.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it definitely, like, the hooded figure, TM, takes a step back and is like, oh, my suspicions were correct.
What do you think you're doing here? And like I'm just kind of gesturing with my hand, kind of like almost pointing at him, just like, what do you think you're doing with that?
I should be asking you the same thing. What are you doing in this child's apartment?
You dare to enter my lair and question my motives? What child do you even speak of? You need to leave before I do something drastic.
So, Toby, what are you gonna do? This hooded figure is like, literally come at me.
I see you're not intimidated. You don't know your place.
I've fought you plenty times. I've defeated you plenty times.
Oh, okay. Is it a hero?
I smile a little bit inwardly, just like, that's Mark? Oh, wait. Then why are you here challenging me?
Because you're putting an innocent life in danger.
Is none of your concern. Leave before I actually get mad.
Hooded figure takes the newspaper, chucks the newspaper. It, goes straight through. Their head goes, craned straight for the door.
I duck under the table. I'm just like,
yeah, they're looking around. There's
I think I need to.
no reason to be scared. I'm here to help.
I keep the image of Enigma with me, and then I get up from under the table. I will directly engage him by saying, "What do you think you're doing, hero? Why are you pissing Why are you pissing him off?"
Wow, nice. Yeah.
Damn, it
Not
didn't
like
matter.
that.
It didn't matter.
Epic miss.
Great, fantastic, stupendous, wondrous, hooded figure. They roll their eyes. You might not be able to see it. He's not here, and I know that. I know you.
He could be here any minute.
Hooded figure
But-
is gonna take off their hood.
What? Can
Whoa, who?
You need to come with me, Toby.
What the? Whoa, no, I can't. I don't even know who the hell you are. You don't know what you're messing with.
I do know exactly what's going on.
Then don't disrupt it. They're here. If they see me gone now, what are they gonna think? They're gonna be like, oh, the neighbor disappeared. They're gonna come after me. They're gonna come after you.
That's fine. They can come after me. You don't deserve to be in the middle of this. I don't know how they know you, and I don't know how you're tangled up in this, but you don't deserve it, and I'm gonna save you.
What are you? Who are you?
I'm Golden Light. So, have you ever messed up something? I mean, you're like a super genius, but even you guys make mistakes, right?
I don't know, Miss Hoshia. Maybe you deserve better than us, but maybe we also deserve better than you.
Oh, neighbor, is this young lady giving you trouble? This ends now.